felt sad or anxious whenever all your friends are out having fun and you aren't there? Well, me too, and that's called FOMO, which stands for fear of missing out. Now, you may hear the word FOMO and think it's just some random term that some teens made up a while ago, but it's actually a psychological term that psychologists made and use on a daily basis. Now, let's talk about what FOMO means. So like I said, FOMO is the fear of missing out. The clear definition for it is having anxiety that others are having fun when you aren't there. And a lot of times this is really exacerbated by social media and comparison on social media. A lot of the times the way that I like to think about it is comparing yourself kind of equals FOMO fuel. So your brain is basically convincing you that other people's lives are more exciting than yours, and it can really start to make you feel like you're falling behind socially. Now, this FOMO hits harder for teens especially, and I would even argue as a 21-year-old that it can also extend into early adulthood, because I definitely have FOMO. Let's talk about why do teens feel it more. Our brains, especially when they aren't fully developed, are basically wired to care about what your peers are doing. Friendships, popularity, and approval are a huge part of development. Feldman talks about how teens rely on social comparison way more than adults do, and it makes missing out feel way bigger than it actually is. Social media makes all of this 100 times worse because no one ever posts the boring parts of their night. Instead, they post the most exciting parts of their night. So even when the exciting part of their night really only is like 5 minutes, your brain, all you see is that 5 minutes. So seeing everyone having so much fun without you, it makes you think that everyone's bonding without you, and then again, you start to feel like you're falling behind socially. But in reality, they're really not having that much fun. And it just kind of becomes a spiral of events, and it's really not good for you. So let's talk about the science behind FOMO. So FOMO feels like such an intense feeling because the teen brain is extremely sensitive to rewards, especially social rewards. For example, the amount of followers that you may have, or the amount of likes you get on Instagram, or even if you get invited to something, like let's say a popular group invites you to something and you feel really good on the inside, it's absolutely a social reward. So the thing behind that is your brain is actually getting dopamine from all of that, which a lot of people don't quite understand. So whenever you're not getting that invite, you're not getting that follower, or whatever that may look like, your brain is actually missing out on dopamine. It's missing out on the reward that you want. So dopamine makes FOMO stronger. However, here's the honest truth. I want to let you know that you are not behind. Your brain can just be dramatic sometimes, and most of the time, half the time you're missing something, it really isn't even that fun. You are not behind. So next time FOMO hits, just remember, there's nothing really wrong with you. This is normal, and it's just a part of development. You know it feels hard in the moment, but you're not missing out on your whole life. Everything is going to be just fine.